want to bring into the conversation Richard Newton, the retired Air Force Lieutenant General, News Nation contributor. General Newton, welcome. I just want to go to the tablet real quick just to show you, and we've talked about this before, the amount of troops we have in the region, about 40,000, and Iran's capabilities to fire at those troops as they did today in various areas of this region. And just slide the screen over, and now you see the missile arsenal of Iran and what they're dealing with, the various ranges of these missiles from 869 miles over here to well over 1,000 miles as the screen moves left to right. So that just sets us up. I'm the guy with the charts in New York, Brian, but since you're the guy with missiles flying over your head, you may as well start our conversation with General Newton.
Yeah, and you always do such a great job explaining it to us with the charts. But I am curious with Lieutenant General Newton, since you've really walked us through this crisis since the beginning, since it all sort of heated up again between Iran and Israel. Lieutenant General, I'm curious, in this moment, I mean, I think there is this hope based on the president's statements, President Trump's statements, that things may actually simmer down. This could maybe be the end. What do you think?
Well, Brian, I think you look at the president's statement that he just made about an hour or so ago that talks about Iran, quote, getting it out of their system. And he said he appreciated the fact that they gave, through either intermediary or directly, the U.S. a heads up. The fact that 19 missiles, as Connell said, perhaps one, wasn't shot down, but nonetheless, no Americans wounded or killed, no Qataris wounded or killed. That's a good thing. We may have now what I would call a strategic off-ramp to the situation we have. Let's look at the major players real quick. You've got Israel has defended its sovereignty for the last several days. They've gained air superiority. They have struck Iran with impunity. They've gone after their ballistic missile capability, their nuclear weapons capability, their leadership, and so forth. And now the United States, the only nation in the world that can take out the deeply buried nuclear weapons development program, deeply buried at Fordo, and also in Natanz, and then the Tomahawks took care of Esfahan. That's extraordinary. So now it's time to say, okay, what's next? Well, now that Iran has perhaps, I think for face-saving purposes, launched these ballistic missiles, much like they did when we took out Soleimani back in January of 2020, and then 5 days later, they launched 17 ballistic missiles at Al Asad Air Base in Iraq. And so there's a precedent here, but I just lay that at your feet. I think we're at a strategic opportunity geopolitically for both Israel and certainly the United States, and I think Iran, they're going to be forced to cooperate.
Based on what you know about Iran's capabilities, I mean, do they have much of a choice right now other than to just sort of sit back and take a breather? I mean, it seems like they've really been damaged, whether it be us with the nuclear sites or the constant bombings from Israel. I mean, do they have much left of a fight left in them, even if they wanted to?
Brian, I don't think they do. Now, they still have ballistic missiles, and Connell pulled out the range. These missiles that struck, in Qatar, they're short-range ballistic missiles, but they still have long-range ballistic missiles. My sources said they started the campaign against Israel several days or so ago with about 3,000, maybe 2,700. They're down well below 2,000. And at this very moment, the Israeli Air Force owns the skies over Iran, and they are flying right now. They're looking for ballistic missile launchers. They're looking for ballistic missile supply chain. They're looking for ballistic missiles in the field and taking them out as best they possibly can. But they have a reduced arsenal. However, on the geopolitical side of this, Prime Minister Netanyahu said earlier today, he does not want to continue with a war of attrition with Iran. That doesn't serve Israel's aims, or certainly to take any more length of time in order to completely decimate Iran up to this point where they're fairly, decimated at this point. I think now's the time. That's where I talk about the strategic moment here, where all the parties involved can get to the negotiating table. On our conditions, however, there's already a negotiated position by the United States presented to Iran back in Geneva several days or so ago. I believe that's still on the table. But what's going to be added is much more extensive in weapons inspectors intrusions from not only third parties, such as UN perhaps, but certainly the United States. Also, I think the demand here is that Iran denounces their hatred and actions against Israel, their belligerency, if you will, in the neighborhood, not only against Israel and the United States, But as we've seen with their Gulf Arab partners here, that's on the table. So there's still lots to go here in negotiations, but I'm cautiously optimistic at this point.
Yeah, a lot of it depends on what Israel's next move is. We'll see what comes from Netanyahu after the encouragement from President Trump. General Newton, as always, thank you for joining us.